Welcome back to Recruiter Talks on SocialZeus.com. Today's Twitter tip comes direct from the monthly Chicago Social Media Club event held at Microsoft's office in downtown Chicago. I asked these social media marketers what their tip for recruiters would be in using Twitter. Check it out. So this is Social Media Club of Chicago event today, right? We're at Microsoft's office in Chicago. We are. Yes.
That's right. Got it.
And they were talking today about search and social media. And you are who?
My name is Alex Nelson. I'm a social media specialist with Motorola Mobility. And I think one of the interesting things we're seeing in terms of social and search is how much value is being placed by having your name associated with a social media platform. Look at currently Alex Nelson. If you search out the Chicago area, my name comes up second because I've built up a LinkedIn following. I really think that speaks to essentially how to be found and really placing a lot of value on investing the time in building a social media brand across different platforms, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Foursquare, all of those. So I really think that it was definitely something they touched on in the panel, and it was a great thing to hear.
Yeah. So what's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is @AlexTNelson.
And so if you were, I talk a lot about recruiters on SocialZeus.com and how they use Twitter as a tool to engage their target audiences and to think like marketers. Do you have, being a very savvy marketer, do you have a Twitter tip for recruiters on how to use Twitter to engage their target audiences?
I think for them at least, it's easier to find people they're looking for, like in the social media space or even in finance, to like actually go and see what these people are talking about on their Twitter accounts. You're seeing someone, for example, like a financial analyst at Citibank who's talking about all these different things with tech. That's a potential person you can have at a venture capital firm who's really looking at it to market. So I think Twitter is the opportunity to really find qualified people, see what they're saying in a broad, open sphere, get a sense of who they are.
Nice. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So my Twitter handle is Smart Alexander, and I was very reluctant to get on Twitter. So if you ever have any reservations, you're in good company. I mean, everybody at some point becomes a convert, or not. There's only, I think, about 15% of people on Twitter. However, the people that are on Twitter are big influencers and usually have big mouths, hence my relationship with Mike here. So it's great in terms of if you have a job, like people, sometimes they don't know what they want. So that's the goal of marketing, is sometimes you need to present people with what they want. Like, how did people know that they wanted an iPod? They didn't. They didn't know that they wanted an iPod. So sometimes they're searching for a job and they didn't know that they want to work in nonprofits. Like they're tired of the quarterly demand, they're tired of the rat race of certain jobs. So maybe a nonprofit job is a great transition for someone. Conversely, someone who's in the nonprofit world who's very frustrated with all the red tape and fundraising and the hands tied, they might want something that has more resources of the for-profit world. So in terms of we want someone with these sort of skills, and there's this sort of job, it's sort of, combining the skills with the job description. So I think if you can actually paint that picture for people, sometimes you can kind of tease them out and people can realize, this is what I want. So I think of it like breadcrumbs, and try to, lure people to follow you and to follow your lead, and then they can pass it on to someone else.
That's awesome. Great job. I'd hand slap you, but I'd get a beer in my hand. So there we go. Great.
My name's Kim Rudd.
Okay. And what's your Twitter handle?
@RedSmitty.
All right. How does a recruiter think like a marketer to find that right candidate for a passive job that they're searching for? And you are a Twitter expert, and so I'd love to get your feedback on that.
I would definitely say they need to look at search as an option, searching for keywords and having those running searches going. Also being more proactive. A lot of recruiters reach out to me on LinkedIn, but not on Twitter. So they being proactive and reaching out to individuals that are of interest, as well as companies. And also just being their personal branding.
And what's your Twitter handle again?
RedSmitty.
RedSmitty. All right. Thank you. Nice.
I am Jeff Willinger, J. Willie on Twitter.
Yes.
And should I say what I do?
Yeah.
I work for a company called Rightpoint, and we are systems integrator with a sweet spot for social computing. And as a matter of fact, we're constantly recruiting new employees, developers, .NET, SharePoint architects.
Do you have a Twitter tip?
If I were to give one tip is you have to give to get. Pass out some amazing information, and you might say to yourself, you know what, Jeff, I don't know, I don't know where to find it. I'm positive that you get at least one great newsletter per day, per week. Find a little snippet from there, tweet it out, And it doesn't happen just once. I'm sure when you first started dating your wife or your husband, you didn't go on one date and got married. It takes time to develop a following. It takes more than just one tip. Stay with it. People are listening. They might not be participating, but they're listening.
Nice. All right. Thank you. Good work. Thanks for watching Cruder Talks on SocialZeus.com. Stay tuned next time for our Twitter tip, how to engage your target audience in a dialogue on Twitter.